I'm Davey. I'm awesome. And welcome to the Comic Corner, where you guys make comments on my videos, and I respond every week. And in between responding to your comments, I got injured yesterday when a chandelier fell on me. I went to the hospital with light injuries. So, kicking off this week with the Comic Corner I did 2 weeks ago, because as I was uploading last week's Comic Corner, somebody made a last-minute comment, and this week, gotta play catch-up. On the Comic Corner for The Thumb Movies, Richard Daly commented, "Super Size Guy died." I told him then I would respond this week because it was just a little bit too late. But I was aware that Morgan Spurlock had died. Like the day after he died, I got several people telling me, because ironically enough, like 2 weeks before he died, I did that story video about It's Not McDonald's Fault, where I mentioned him. As far as what I said about him, if you're thinking I'm going to take it back, I'm not. I'm not going to be mean and say I'm happy the guy died. I'm not. But I still think his documentary was pointless. There's people coming out going like, oh, it changed the way we looked at McDonald's. No, it didn't. We already knew it was unhealthy. We already knew you could not eat it for 30 days straight. So, again, my condolences to his family, but still, it was a pointless documentary. It's like I said in the video, that would be like another documentary telling us that cigarettes are bad. Like, we know. A truckload of Vicks Vapor Rub crashed on the highway. Amazingly, there was no congestion for 8 hours.
I rather enjoyed that.
Now getting to this last week's Comic Corner, the Send Them the Meat Cube Corner. My brother Josh, the film bestie, commented, "The Blair Thumb. No thumbist." I think that was supposed to be like no contest. Blair Thumb is one of my favorites. In fact, I talked about it in the last one when I was asked what was my favorite Thumb movie. I said it'd be between the Blair Thumb and the Thumbtanic, and I would just say the slight edge went to Thumbtanic, but Blair Thumb is easily a number 2. But I like them all. They're all really funny. If you haven't seen these Thumb movies, then you should see them. Then my brother Josh, the film bestie, commented, "I'd be angry at you for not discussing the majestic majesty of my ripped six-pack abs. But I'm too happy to be mad. I finally classed up my studio apartment with a kitchenette by buying a set of whiskey decanters for $25. Now I look like a man about town." Holy crap, you live in your own world. Then Jay McCool commented, "That vegetable pun was corny." Aw, shucks. I was having trouble figuring out my seatbelt. Then it clicked. Then on my Davey's Awesome Stories, Weird Laws 5. The 5th time I've gone into some weird, wacky laws in certain states. My brother Josh, the film bestie, commented, "It is illegal to eat raw onions while walking down the street in Northfield, Connecticut." Well, to be fair, I think it should be illegal to eat raw onions. Oklahoma and Ohio, you can't make faces at a dog. Well, that's not fair. I love making faces at a dog, like. In California, it is illegal to eat a frog if it died during a frog jumping competition. I would really like to know how that law became a thing. Florida is illegal to sing in your swimsuit. But what if there's a song stuck in my head? Like, what if I'm at the pool, but earlier that day I had watched Rent? Then Jay McCool commented, "Antocalypse. Really? I'm just trying to figure out why Alabama made that law." Then Jay McCool commented, "In California, it is illegal to hunt from a moving car. Unless you're hunting whales." Okay, so much wrong with that one. First of all, I don't really think it should be legal to hunt from a moving car, ever. Like, I'm not a hunter. I'm sorry if I'm infringing on your guys' rights or anything, but I just kind of feel like if you're going to go shoot a gun at anything, get out of the car. But hunting whales? I was under the impression that was illegal, period. Then Jay McCool commented, "The end part when you went, cheese, almost made me spit my drink out. I laughed so hard." I'm so sick of people complaining about the price of everything. $2 for coffee, $3 for a Coke check, $4 an hour for parking? Seriously, I'm going to stop inviting you guys to my house. Then on my Davies Awesome Wrestling, where I reviewed AEW Double or Nothing 2024, Daniel DeLeon69 commented, wait, let me get this straight. You only gave the Anarchy in the Arena match a 2 just because it was getting too ridiculous and you wanted it to be over, so that's why you gave it a 2? You said the Double or Nothing 2024 was kind of a weak show? Alright, let's get that straight. Yes, I gave Anarchy in the Arena a 2. Not just because it was getting so ridiculous, but it wasn't like funny ridiculous, it wasn't entertaining ridiculous, it was you're gonna kill somebody ridiculous. And like I talked about, I don't want somebody to die. It is wrestling, it is staged, we suspend disbelief, but in my opinion, it's hard to suspend disbelief when you're watching somebody on live television get set on fire. I think it was too far. I think they need to pull the reins back. I think they need to get some limits. Because it's not like when Misawa or Perro Aguayo died. They died taking a move a little bit wrong, and it was sad, it was very tragic, but that's the kind of thing you just know could happen. This would be more like when Owen Hart died, where it was a completely unnecessary stunt that they just should not have done, and it cost him his life. Somebody is going to get really hurt, maybe to the point of dying, over a stunt that they shouldn't have done. These are wrestlers, not stuntmen. And because of that, yeah, it took away my enthusiasm for the match. I didn't like it. I give it a 2. As far as saying the whole show was a weak show, I didn't say that. I said it ended weak. Then Jay McCool commented, plastic spoons? Yes. Devastating plastic spoons. Like I talked about, we've seen many times them have a bag of thumbtacks. Lately we've been seeing a lot of bags of Legos. Now we've seen a bag of hockey pucks and a bag of dice. All look very painful. But the searing agony of plastic spoons. I saw it once in a match live, and let me tell you, it was the only entertaining thing about that match. Then Jay McCool commented, I liked it very much, even the Anarchy in the Arena match. But I get your point. The fire was unnecessary. Well, again, that is just my point, and it is just my opinion. I say it every time I review a wrestling event. I'm not an insider. It's just my opinion. Mozart ended up getting rid of his chickens because I kept saying, bok, 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 bok. Then going to a video that I uploaded a couple weeks ago, The Brothers Not Lovers, really? Where the Film Bestie and I talked about a couple things that made us go, really? About Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead, and Batman the Movie. Your Name Here commented, they're both great movies. Don't get us wrong, neither of us were saying they were bad movies, neither of us were saying they weren't entertaining at all. But there was just something in them so ridiculous that we had to go, really? My wife sent me a lovely text that said, if you're sleeping, send me your dreams. If you're laughing, send me your smile. If you're crying, send me your tears. I replied to her, I'm on the toilet. Advise. Then going back to Davies Awesome Movies I did almost a year ago, my Davies Awesome Movies review of Down Periscope, one of my favorite movies. Jay Whaler82 commented, at 13 minutes and 25 seconds, I don't care what anyone says. This is one of the greatest scenes in film history. Yeah, in reality, this behavior could get you arrested, but this is a comedy, and in a comedy, if you don't like something, toss it overboard. Why do I think everybody knows somebody they want to do this to? Well, I can tell you there's definite people I want to do this to. Then Jay Whaler82 commented, for the record, this is on my list of all-time favorite movies. Screw the critics! I say it all the time. Screw the critics. You know why a cowboy got a Dachshund dog? Because he wanted to get along, little doggy. Then going back to a Davies Awesome Stories I did a few weeks ago, It's Not Their Fault, where I defended McDonald's. New commenter Brandon G commented, they don't use beef tallow any longer in their fries. They now use canola oil. This was something I heard from a vegan that I never fact-checked because I didn't care. That was kind of my point by it, was when I said, good, whatever, I don't care. Whatever makes those fries that delicious, I don't care. I don't care if they're using Soylent Green. But Brandon, thank you for informing the vegans. There's no beef in it. But ultimately, it's not healthy, so if you want to be healthy, just don't go to McDonald's. I told my doctor I have a feeling that I'm always falling in the ocean. He asked, can you be more Pacific? Then on this week's Davies Awesome Movies, where I reviewed the second in the Ninja trilogy, Revenge of the Ninja, my brother Josh the Film Bestie commented, This is hands down one of my absolute favorite ninja movies. I miss the days of ninjas dominating the action film genre. I too, and I loved this movie as a kid, and I still love it now, just for different reasons. As a kid, there's ninjas. Awesome. As an adult, it's ridiculous. Awesome. But I agree with you. Like, for example, the two ninja movies that came out about a decade ago. Should have got more play. Then Daniel DeLeon69 commented, I gotta be honest with you, that movie poster in the thumbnail is awesome. Thanks for your honesty. Then Jay McCool commented, this movie looks so out of control, crazy ridiculous. I must see it. It's on Tubi. The refrigerator is a clear example that it's what's on the inside that counts. Then the final video to get commented on this week, returning commenter, who always comments on one of the Frogtown trilogy videos. Thing 1, Thing 2, The Media Maniacs, went to my Davies Awesome Movies review of Return to Frogtown, one I did a few years ago, and commented, have you seen Tammy and the T-Rex? I just watched the movie 2 weeks ago. It's awesome! I have not. But maybe I'll get to it soon. He replied to his own comment. One of the things I really like about leaving comments on small channels is that the smaller the channel, the faster they respond back. It's pretty cool. I respond to them every week. Then Thing 1 and Thing 2, The Media Maniacs commented, the first Hell Comes to Frogtown didn't have a budget either. The Frogman suit animatronics were constructed on a budget of $7,000 to $10,000. I think they only had 3 functioning Frogman animatronic suits. Commander Toady, Toady's second-in-command Bull, and Leroy, the frog businessman that Sam tries to sell Spangle to. Everyone else just wore cheap makeup. Still, $7,000 to $10,000 is less than the budget for the dinosaur animatronic suits on Jim Henson's Dinosaurs. Also, there wasn't much of a set for Hell Comes to Frogtown. Frogtown itself was an abandoned oil mining refinery that directors Donald G. Jackson and R.J. Kaiser and producers Randall Flakes requisitioned. Hell Comes to Frogtown was not only a low-budget movie, but a guerrilla film, meaning that they filmed a lot of that movie illegally without permits. Most of the $1.5 million went to getting Roddy Piper and Sandal Bergman. Well, yeah, you could tell all these 3 movies were low budget. The third one was probably the lowest. Then again, the third one, they barely wrote a script. But I will say, if that's really all they spent was like $7,000 and $10,000 on those animatronic frogs, that's pretty impressive that they were able to do that much with it. And I did love that show, Jim Henson's Dinosaurs. It's the final episode. My horse only comes out of its stable when it's dark. It's a nightmare. So there you have it. That's Comic Corner this week. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, make sure to hit like, hit subscribe, hit the little bell so you get notifications when I post videos, and leave a comment of your own to be in next week's Comic Corner. Love you guys.